Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. He summoned me to this world to kill him. It's Ben.
Imagine having that switch. Imagine having a little button.
It's like, please, I need your help.
You gotta fucking kill me. We're talking Magic Knight Rayearth. The manga. Yeah, spoiler. Magic Knight Rayearth and Magic Knight Rayearth 2, which is really just like, it's 6 volumes total, and it's split into 2 parts of 3. But it's a continuous thing. Holy shit, it's so me coded. It's crazy. At least that the first section. God damn.
They gotta get the ore to build their swords.
It was like the fucking meme of like that the wrestling announcer growing increasingly aroused at the table or whatever. It's like you have to get you need weapons. Like, fucking okay. Like, you have to go to the swordsmith to get your special weapons. So, okay. The weapons are going to grow and change. All right. You have to find the legendary ore. Oh, my God. The ore is within yourself, and you have to fight, like, you have to, address your inner demons or whatever. Like, holy fuck. Stop. My blood flow. It was fucking crazy, dude. It's insane. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, no, that was when I was reading it, and I was like, wait a minute. They're getting ore to get their swords? All right, Ben needs to be reading this.
Dude, it was crazy. I
gotta fast track this episode.
Dude. And like the vibes, the aesthetic, there's like fucking stars and sparkles, and it's like that clamp, like, style, right?
Yes.
It's
very
fucking insane, dude. It was incredible. I think I like the first section more. I mean, for obvious fucking reasons. I like the first section more than the back half. And I was like, this is like a perfect little thing for me to munch on. God, it was so fucking good. And there's no fluff because it's so short. Like, it just goes.
Yes, it's just like, all right, we're going on an adventure. All right, here's this extreme emotional moment for one of our characters, and then we'll do the next one, and then the next one right on top of that. We're just fucking boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, man.
It is funny they talk about their understanding of the world is so video game coded in the way they're like, they relate to what they're doing. It's like, oh, it's like a video game.
It's like a video game.
There were a bunch of Rayearth video games also.
That makes fucking sense. Man. I mean, I would have, like, don't get me wrong, I would have appreciated a little bit more hangout time, but like, if you're gonna
anime,
yeah,
I mean, the anime is like 50 episodes or whatever.
Yeah, dude, I'm watching that fucking anime. After I read that first section, I'm like, I need to fucking see this. Also, partially because like it's the art style is a bit of a double-edged sword. Some of that shit is really hard to discern. Like, what's that? Like, there's so much going on. They're just like drawing cool detailed shit. Yeah. I'm like, they're in a fucking, like, mech or whatever. Like, someone's getting, like, hit. I don't fucking know. But it's cool. It looks fucking cool.
Let me say, I'll say this. I'm not worried about the staging reading this comic because it's fucking nonsense.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, we're just here to fucking look stylish.
100%.
That shit doesn't matter. Like, it's even like I did take some screenshots, but it's kind of hard with this because like everything on the page is all like woven together. Like there aren't, like, all the panels are cut in an angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dynamic in that way.
Yeah. I also, I mean, I liked
Although I think we'd have different. I think I liked the second half more. I definitely screenshotted more of it, because we got more characters, and I liked all their expressions and the way they were so self-involved with their shit.
I think there's more screenshotable shit in the second half for sure.
Yeah,
with like the additions, and we get some of the how the hell is it at least spelled? Mokana, whatever. A little fluff. Definitely got more of that. But even in the first half, like some of the chibi stuff they were doing was pretty good. It was done in a. It was wild because they do like the chibi stuff, but then it's also detailed as shit. Like we're gonna do chibi, but all the clothing is just fucking hyper detailed like normal. Like it's so funny.
Look,
Mokana has so much good shit in the back half. I mean, not even with story wise, but just like, what makes you so fluffy? I'm gonna eat you. Like,
oh my god, so good. The part about eating him. I mean, she takes it so far. It's so
good, dude. It was so funny. I was dying. It's such a good bit. Like she's fucking chasing him and shit. I
turned 2 panels of this into magic cards.
Oh hell yeah, the fucking snuff out. It's so good.
Fucking girl getting smothered in boobs. Literally says can't breathe.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I think as like crazy me as the first half is, the back half I thought was really like I really like it a lot because like them coming back like and they like feel fucking terrible about everything that happened obviously, and at one I forget what exactly they're going out to do and what exactly they say, but like the line that's roughly like, we're not gonna fucking fight people without knowing what their deal is again. Like it made me kind of think of the thing I thought of, which obviously occurred much later, but I saw first, was the Fiona and Cake bit, right? Where she fucking kills all of those people and then finds out like they were, well, I forget what exactly it was, but they were just like innocent citizens or whatever that were under a spell or something. And she slaughtered like dozens of them. Like, I thought about that shit because like, yeah, man, that would, the fact that we just get that, because this is so short, we just get it like direct. There's no fucking subtlety about it, and they're just like, no, we're not doing this again. It fucked us up.
I mean, I know you love the sword thing, but I do think it's the twist for why they've been summoned to this world, and then the second half that makes the series not super generic.
Yeah.
It's like where it gets its identity.
I
memorable.
I do like the twist as well. It was very good. I mean, they could have fucking thrown anything at me and I would have liked it because they had the sword stuff. But no, it's
pretty clamp art.
It's so pretty, man. But like, it also makes sense. It's also shit, what was the name? I think the name of the short story is literally just The Lottery, I think. It's about a town that I forget if it's presented as a superstition or as a thing that is actually happening and confirmed to be a system that is in place. But basically this small village or town, like once every 10 years or something like that, has to like sacrifice a person. Like they just have to kill a person. I forget if there's conditions or whatever. But the idea is that they kill this person and then like the town lives in peace and whatever. Obviously nobody here is getting like fucking killed, but like this idea of like, are we going to put one person's happiness aside for everybody else? And like this person doesn't fucking get a life basically. And then like how awful that system is. Yeah. And I mean, that shit was really good. Cause like, I mean, for me, that was like when you find out like the pillar like keeps the peace and like, oh, the princess, it starts out super generic, right? Like, oh, you have to save the princess. And then it's like, wait, no, the princess is fucking holding all this shit together.
Yeah. The fact that, oh no, she fell in love with this guy, which means that now she cares about him more than the world. And so she's like going to destroy the world.
Yeah, dude.
Like she's done the full paladin flip into like trying to hold it all together, and now it's complete breakdown.
Yeah.
And the fact that she knew she was going to do this, and the reason she summoned them was to kill her. That's why they have to be from a different world.
Dude, the fact that there's a fucking failsafe. Like, the pillar can't kill themselves. They need outside assistance.
They're allowed to summon people from another world to do it for them.
Yeah.
No, it's all set up by God.
Yeah. That was a good reveal, too. I wasn't sure. I didn't know how... Look, I knew Mokuno was going to be something, right? Like, it was so fucking clear that something was... I didn't know how deep it was going to go. I wasn't expecting I was the creator of these universes, plural.
Yeah.
But, like, it was very good. Also, the way that they... I feel like it's pretty far out that you can see Hikaru becoming the pillar, right? It's not like...
It's not fucking...
subtle.
No.
Which is great. I love. I mean, it's fun because like she has the strongest heart. Like you love to see it. But
yeah.
I feel like I don't know, like the transition into that. It felt good. Like it didn't feel.
It was well done.
Yeah,
how kind of again they're only 6 volumes. It's not a ton of
6 volumes of like 200 pages each. I think right. Like it's not even like it's 6 beefy 450 page volumes.
No. Yeah. And it's like at a really good clip.
Oh, yeah, there's no...
It's just we're moving. It's just stuff's happening.
And see, that's kind of why I don't mind that there's not a lot of hangout time, because like we're not getting hangout time, but we're fucking going. We're not hanging on like weird not hangout, not plot shit. Like we're just doing our thing. Which
they still want to get to, I want to eat.
Dude, that's still like, that goes a long way, man. Goes a long fucking way. It's such a funny fucking bit. I don't know, man. What makes you so fluffy? Fucking eat
like
you.
Angry.
They're like, yeah,
unhinged. It's so funny.
Also, like, I don't know. Honestly, the comparison that I'm thinking of, which isn't ideal, but it's just what I'm thinking of for, like, some of the fan service in here, right? Because it's not like there's copious amounts of, like, tits and ass or anything. It's not like they're doing, like, crazy shit, but, like, we just got some dancers that are hanging out in their vaguely Arabic bikinis or whatever, doing their dances. And I can't remember her name. The swordsmith, Prezia.
I mean, I haven't watched the anime, so I have no idea how to pronounce it.
I just can't remember how it's spelled.
I've watched like only one. I watched the first episode.
I'm more just
I read the manga.
I'm more just I can't remember how it's spelled at all.
Oh, gotcha.
I was looking
characters.
Your Wikipedia page. Oh, it's a list of characters. It's right there at the fucking top. I see.
Prezia.
I got baited. Prezia. Okay. The fact that she makes the weapons by dancing, like, I think of fucking Gangs of London, where we watch that dude cut the person's wrists, and I'm like, I'm fine. This is okay. It turns out, it's not the act necessarily. It just needs a little bit of elegance to it. Put it in a fucking make the fan service pretty, you know? Give it some billowy clothes, like make it like that 90s like shit. And make it sparkly and flowy, and I'm in. Cuz it's like, I would say fan service is one of those things that like over time obviously. Now that I understand anime, like I am more accepting of it, but there's still some shit I'm just like, this is fucking get out of here. and it's just one of those, like, as I watch more stuff, I get a more refined idea of what turns me off as opposed to all of it. It was kind of like with Urusei Yatsura and stuff too, with, it turns out I like gay manga could be good. I just, those nuances or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, Clamp, I didn't fucking be horny sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
They know what the women want.
Dude, you know what? You know what the other thing was why this is so me-coded? They all get a dude. We paired up everybody. And I've said, like, It's just good. It's just good. Like, the kid, they come back and, like, he's tall and, like, grown up or whatever. Then, the prince immediately falling for, whichever one. Like, God, it's just so fucking good. And then Hikaru, like, sees, Lantis. It's like, just, it fucking sees him and she's like, oh.
Okay, there's a love triangle there. Because at the end, they say, yeah, I love him too.
Oh my God, that's so fucking good where it's like, wait, you want to marry two people? Yeah. And it goes off. It's like, she's fucking Pan.
Well, I'm just thinking that there's a thing. We didn't talk about it in the episode, but that one episode of The Diplomat that ends, it's two. It's better than one.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Two is better than one. It shows her like between both guys joking and smiling and shit, and Stuart's like, oh.
Yes.
So funny.
It's just funnier.
Yeah, man. Also, just Hikaru's fucking great.
Yeah,
I mean, I really like this trio overall. Like, I think they did good at, like, they all kind of have their little archetype, but they don't like. It's chill enough with the archetypes that it's not like they're one note.
Yeah, because it's doing a thing where they're just like, they like just met and they're instantly all best friends.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense, right? I mean, if you assume everybody involved is like a reasonable, decent person, and you fucking isekai'd, like, that's gonna bond you real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking go through it.
Mm-hmm. Man, and it was cool seeing them back back on Earth, and like all of their family or whatever is like, man, something's wrong with them. Like there's something's up. And it's like, yeah, no, fuck, they were. I just learned that they were isekai to fucking kill a person.
They went to the top of the Tokyo Tower and they were just crying.
Dude, when they come back, when they like get sent back to Earth and like they're still by their classmates, holy shit, that was so good.
Yeah, I wonder how much time there was in between that stuff. How much of a cliffhanger that was.
Oh, I didn't even think to look. It feels like not super long.
In the anime, it was like a month.
Yeah, it looks like in,
but I don't know in the manga.
The manga looks like, I mean, March. It says the
March
original
to
release date
July.
was March to July.
Although these are for books, this is not. It was a serialized weekly thing, so
yeah.
There might not have been a break. I don't know. There probably was, but I don't know.
Not like crazy, at least.
Yeah. Well, because I think I heard some of the video games existed that like only adapt the first half. The second half maybe didn't exist when those got made.
Okay. Man. Yeah, dude, I gotta fucking watch
I don't
this.
know.
I'm looking at like pictures of the anime. I gotta fucking watch this.
The anime, I will say, looking at it, I had a hell of a time finding like the version that I thought looked the best. Because there were just like differences in color. That's like just enough that I'm like, I don't fucking know which one is good.
Yeah. I mean,
These
then
just look like slightly off. But I can't. Like, I watched the first episode, like the first scene, like multiple times, trying to figure out what I thought looked better. Like, I just couldn't figure it out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to go back again, take a bunch of screenshots, send them my way.
I definitely settled on one, but I can't even tell you why now.
Son of a bitch. No documentation? Motherfucker.
Well, I might be able to point you back to the link, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a peek and just check myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely... It's going on the list to someday be taken in.
Yeah.
And then I'll find out that Anya has already watched it in its fucking entirety and thinks it's mid, but it was on, so she watched it.
I mean, it was in the same. I don't know what the thing with the anime. The thing I know is that it, like, the manga was in the same magazine that Sailor Moon is in.
That makes sense.
And like, because I assume it was very popular because it has a bunch of video games, but I don't know that I don't think it hit it in the West and ever close to the same. It's not Sailor Moon, right? So
yeah. Like,
so I don't know.
I had heard of it. Like, I could like tell you upon hearing it even before I liked the anime that it was an anime, but it wasn't from like. It wasn't from like me ever catching bits of it or hearing people in real life talking about it, right? It was like my terminally online friends in high school, like, mentioning it or whatever.
Yeah. Like there were two things I remember that pointed me to it. That one Twitter post I told you that was like 4 isekai about women from like the 90s.
Oh yeah,
it was one of the 4 about girls, and also there's like one of the anime podcasts I like to listen to did a season on it that I haven't listened to yet. Still,
gotcha.
And I think the host of that like positioned it as like she had never gotten into Sailor Moon super hard, like that this was her Sailor Moon or whatever in terms of like.
Speaking of Sailor Moon, you jarred my brain. You know what they did in this? I mean, it's all because there's only 6 fucking volumes of this, right? So we're moving at like a crazy pace that Sailor Moon just can't do.
Well,
I mean, they could.
To be fair,
maybe
all of Sailor Moon that we've watched is no.
Even compared to the manga,
it would only be like 4 volumes.
Hank,
of manga.
The girls in Rayearth are using a different fucking attack every time they attack. They came up with like 3 off the cuff immediately. And I was like, holy shit, this is like.
She uses Crimson Lightning multiple times.
Yeah, but she comes up. How many times? How many attacks did it take for her to come up with a new attack? We got a bunch like right off the bat, and I'm like, this is like 60 episodes worth of Sailor Moon.
I don't think it's that different to the Sailor Moon manga in terms of that pacing, but
no, because like she uses one attack, like or you get like the Winds of Healing, and then it was like immediately something else. Like they're using at least 2 things per character, like immediately, which just feels. I mean, again, it's much shorter.
I think you're just not remembering how short the Sailor Moon manga really is.
Did they get different attacks in that first season at all, though?
Yes. Well, it's like volume 1 and then volume 2 they get new attacks or whatever. That's like all we read. That's the first 2 seasons. Or the first season.
I just feel like they didn't. It still wasn't as snappy. But yeah, you know, it's been a minute.
In the anime, it certainly was.
Well, in the anime, no. But even in the manga, I just didn't remember them getting their different shit in the manga. But, you know, either way, it's still good that they had multiple attacks here because it was sick.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. It's like it's just them expressing themselves, right? It's not
yeah.
There's like the way the Sailor Moon attacks work just feels so much more like set. Like, this is your video game attack move.
Yes.
Weirdly, even though this is the one where they're talking about video games, but their powers don't feel as video game defined to me because it's, like, just about expressing your will. Like,
yeah.
They don't need experience to level up. They just need to, like, be properly pissed.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
So you hurt my friends.
Oh my god, there's so much of that, and it's so good.
I've met them literally today, but
yeah.
But I'm a teenager, so I'm extremely invested in a relationship immediately.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Dude, I also really liked the Rune Knight like stuff, like trials more or less, right? Where they went to like the temple. It's so fucking video game, dude. You go to the temple, you see the thing, you have a boss fight. And the fact that it's like, show me the strength of your heart. And then the strength of their heart is like just not being a dick.
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh, this child is being manipulated. I'm gonna scold his ass and like explain that he's hurting people. And then it's like, I've seen the strength of your heart. And it's like, fuck yeah. Yeah, dude.
Also, the thing I just want to say about the twist is this happened this is like from, mid-90s.
Yeah.
Shadow of Colossus ain't got shit. That's not shit. That's 10 years later that they're trying to do that twist.
I don't even know fully what the twist is. I know
just
part
like,
of it. I know part
you're
of
like,
it. You're the things you're hang on. I can remember. Okay, I remember the cutscene. You're in the beginning. You're like,
so here's the thing. I don't really fully know. I just know you kill the big things, but then maybe that wasn't a good thing to do.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe we were the baddies. Which that joke is also very old. So
yeah,
I don't remember. I don't know what year that fucking skit is from. That literal joke is from.
Oh, I'm gonna say like 2004. I found it up. Maybe it's not as fucking old as that. Yo, the clip is from the first episode of That Mitchell and Webb Look, which aired September 14th, 2006. Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's later than Shadow of Colossus, so
We take those. 2004, 2006.
They were also just ripping off Magical Knight Rayearth. As if Magical Knight Rayearth was the first thing.
That's fun fact. Fun fact.
Where
First
it turned
ever,
out the heroes were bad. Or did
first
a bad
ever piece of media to come up with that. Until we discover
I mean, the thing is, they're not actually bad. Like, the system is built. It's not going so far as to say it's like,
and you find out
the thing is evil. Like, God set this up, but at the end of the story, it's not going like, and God is fucking evil and they murdered him.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't go that far. Later things probably would, but
Yeah.
although it is interesting to have watched this, because I've seen other anime that are like more regarded as like subverting the genre, because the magical creature is like evil, their ally, and I'm like, that's like actually less interesting than this.
Well,
honestly, where it's like not evil, but it did set all this up.
Well, I think it's. I don't want to say it's just not as good writing, but like it's easier, right? Like we talked about.
It feels more like the thing a teenager would go like, "I'm fucking clever."
Sure, yeah.
I've found the twist. What if they were evil? Which, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I've read things. There's really things I literally criticize an anime I really like. So that we haven't covered, that I'm not gonna make explicit because of spoilers, but because we'll probably do it one day. But
Okay.
now you're
Luckily
you're a goldfish, so it's fine.
No, I'm gonna remember this forever. It's locked in.
I could probably tell you what it is, and you wouldn't fucking remember by the time we do it.
Yeah, drop the fucking name. And then I'll literally finish it, and I'll be like, I'm having did we read this before? I'm having deja vu. I feel like I knew that the dude was gonna be evil or whatever. And it'll be like, yeah, I fucking mentioned it like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I will say it's also because the whole reveal of the thing being evil is actually like my least favorite part of that thing.
Gotcha.
I like it despite that, because of where it goes after that reveal happens, not because I think that like reveal is good. I'll say, at least there's a whole different show where the magical creature is just explicitly evil from the beginning. He's just like, his name is literally just Dung Beetle, and he's awful. That's a different thing, and that anime is just very sad.
Gotcha.
It's like, what if you piloted a robot and then dropped dead?
Trying to think if like I remember.
That was Boker, I know, for people.
Have I seen any anime even where that's like a thing? Not really.
Where the like mascot character is
Teddy,
like evil.
Persona 4. You think he's just all fucking cute and innocent, then he makes whatever sick ass comment about Nanako. And you're like, oh, he deserves to die. Okay, I gotcha. Mild
fucking
spoiler.
make any comment. You just didn't like his tone of voice.
No,
in the dub.
Okay, that's fine, but they didn't have to read it like that.
Look,
they didn't have to take. They didn't have to use that take, man. Also, mild spoiler for Persona 4. just as a warning. Teddy is the big bad guy in it, and you get to fucking put his head on a pike at the end. That's how it ends.
It's not true.
No, that's true. In the heavily modded playthrough I did. Oh, I'd play the fuck out of that mod, too.
Teddy's fine.
Teddy sucks.
Nah.
If he's fine, then why couldn't you beat me as him in Persona 4 Arena? Checkmate. Oh, the most important match of my entire life. Is there a Rayearth fighting game? There should be a Rayearth fighting game.
No, I think they're like Zelda-likes or RPGs.
That makes sense. I could see it.
I think they're on like SNES, Game Boy, and Sega. There's a Sega Saturn one, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not seeing any fighting game type things. Kind of unfortunate. Oh, well.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something about like, but Sailor Moon has a fighting game, so whatever. I don't know.
That's true.
Sailor Moon has I think a broader appeal. I feel like.
Yeah.
Larger
But this could
thing.
be a weapon fighter. I guess there are a couple characters instead of
I feel like, yeah, but I feel like it would be some kind of kaiju game.
Yeah.
You gotta summon that big little kid.
Yeah.
Child of Alara or
I
whatever.
mean, you could like. That was such a good edit.
That's what I thought of when he showed up like that. It's so good. His cheery little face into like the like fire in my laser beam.
Yeah. Dude, I love how they just like that entire whichever country planet they were from, like that those two, just the art style is like
Fantasy China, yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna change the art style entirely for like this character.
Hell yeah.
It's so funny.
I love it.
Yeah, man, it's incredible.
It's Bone vibes.
Hell yeah.
All that
should be
character,
great.
the character interactions of those like groups was so good. Because they're all going after the same thing, but they all, they're not evil. They all have good intentions. And they're all weirdos.
I'm gonna
fun.
become the pillar and I'm gonna turn it into candy. Everything's gonna be candy. I mean, at least she was upfront about it. She's not out here fucking having a big reveal of I want to be taller.
It's true. She wore it on her sleeve.
Man, what the... I'm trying. I've completely fucking... I feel like I've forgotten. What was the... I can't even remember his fucking name. Who was this? Who was the bad smart ape in Justice League?
Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah. What was his second thing when he got like the all the bad guys together? Was it again to turn everybody into apes? Was he doubling down on that? I forget what the second stupid thing was. That
was
Luthor is
that
like,
was
Are you
his-
fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Was it the first? Was that the first thing he did?
That wasn't the first. That was what he did when he got all the bad guys. That's when he started the Injustice League or whatever, the Legion of Doom.
Okay.
His goal
And it
was
okay,
turn everyone into apes.
All right. Yeah.
That was his master plan. There's more than one way to skin a banana or whatever.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh god, it's so fucking good. Are you kidding me?
Luthor is like, I was gonna do this in a couple weeks, but are you fucking shitting me? That was your plan?
It's so good. It's so fucking good, dude.
Oh, it kills me.
Because it's fucking great.
Yes. It's perfect. Untouchable. No notes.
Hell yeah. I need to see, man. You know what else is like very fucking tempting about Rayearth? It's like 1 pound gospel and shit. There's only 6 volumes, man. Like that could really easily fit on a small, unassuming shelf of some sort.
Well, large enough shelf. I think they're like tall. I don't think they're like tiny manga volumes.
Yeah, but
I think they're nicer printings.
nice. I mean, that's good.
That
They need to be
clamp
big.
art.
They need to be big as fucking possible, because otherwise I won't be able to tell what's going on. I was looking because I once again reading on my phone, right? And I'm like, I don't think it's like I was zooming in and shit, and I like turning shit sideways. I'm like, I don't think it's my phone this time. I think it's just this.
Yeah.
It's like reading Berserk. You're like, oh, it's there's a lot here.
There's a lot there. Clamp is good at their shit.
True. Oh, it's so fucking good. Like, it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Although I don't, there's plenty of Clamp stuff I don't actually like, but
Oh,
this
there's
is very
when I was looking through their stuff, there was at least one thing that was like, this sounds fucking miserable. I don't know who the fuck is reading this. It's like,
oh yeah,
fucking high school girl gets seduced by her teacher. I'm like, who's reading this? Who the fuck is out here reading this? I guess
girls.
The 17-year-old from My Son Koku who wants to bang Godai. I guess she's the target audience.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll say when I looked up, I'm like, do people actually fucking read this? And I like typed it in, and all of the initial results were people on Reddit being either one of two things. It was like, I really like Clamp and I just couldn't, or people who were like, I really liked this when I read it when I was like 16, and I don't think I like it anymore. Like, okay, good. We're all cool. That's fine.
Holy shit. Oh. Yeah.
But
some things are saved by not being super popular, you know?
Yeah. But I did learn the thing that Clamp did that I told you about was they did the series
Character designs for Codius. Is that
Get the
it?
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. No, they did.
That was one of the selling parts of that series.
They did.
It's like, what Gundam? What if Gundam, but all the characters are Clamp characters?
It's not worth. Without having seen it, and just because someone liked it in high school and was annoying about it, it's not worth, man. No, they did Chobits, which I had forgotten was also like an early thing that I read. I don't even know if I read all of it, but I remember it was another thing that my friend was like, this is the best. It's like one of the best things I've ever read. And it's just like, not that I think it's bad, but it's like, it's just like, Hot Born Yesterday. Like, this hot robot falls into a guy's hands, essentially, and it's like she's like a weird model of robot that is just like, more advanced than she should be or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, thinking that's the best thing ever is a little bit cringe. At the time, like, I don't remember much of it, but yeah, apparently they did that manga, and there's a one they did a few years earlier that's in the same universe, and it actually sounds like fucking cool. It's because it's like, I don't know, they do like mech battles essentially, but instead of being in the mech, you just like control it or whatever, like mental control, and like a girl gets like involved in mech battles or these mech battles. I'm like, that sounds fucking cool.
I mean, that happens in Rayearth, basically.
Well, yeah, but they're. You know what? I shouldn't say mech. I shouldn't say mech. They're small. They're smaller.
Gotcha.
But like robot battles, I'll say, or
Uh-huh.
whatever the hell they call them in
Yeah.
the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a funny thing that I honestly, until I saw it in their list of works, I had completely forgotten that the series existed. Haven't thought about it since like 2010.
Yeah. Chobits is one where it's just I've never done it, but it is people. I'm always side eyeing people who say it's really good or whatever.
Well,
It's like no, not trustworthy sources. Not had a trustworthy source tell me that one was any good. The clamp thing that I truly love is Cardcaptor Sakura.
yes, which we have plans to do.
Yeah, that's an all-time banger for me. That's Clamp at their best from the little of Clamp I've seen. I've also watched X multiple times, but I don't really recommend X.
Which this one.
Yeah, so it just the second to last episode is really good.
Okay.
Like there's a character and a relationship dynamic I really like, and that gets resolved in the second to last episode, and it's fucking great, and I like it a lot. And then the last episode's horseshit. And the manga was never finished.
Oh, you know what? I did.
That.
I was reading about that.
There's also a movie that has a different ending than the anime, and that ending's also bad.
Great.
Although if you watch the show, then you find out how the movie ended. It's very funny. It's like what if the show ended with like a heroic sacrifice to like save the villain, and then the movie ended with they just cut off his fucking head. Just whap, done, solved,
Bang,
saved the day. It's like that series is just like extremely like dramatic, and it has like one piece of like dramatic music that's like a good piece of music, but they play it constantly. And just like it was just a show in college that like me and my friend were like showing to different people, and we just end up watching the first 7 episodes of that show like way too many fucking times.
Oh, yeah, no, that's no good.
So we both kind of just got sick of it.
Yeah,
because like it's fine. It definitely has its moments. Like I really do like the second to last episode, but it's not.
Yeah, no, watching the beginning of stuff too many times, like it's a it's a fast way to kill something. Or like playing. That's kind of with a lot of Zelda games, I kind of ended up in that issue. And also because a lot of them start with like a forest temple or a woods temple area, like that sort of deal. So like it just gets really repetitive.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fine. Like,
oh yeah,
I saw the first 2 hours of Persona 4 like 3 times before I got to actually play through it myself.
You know how many times I've seen like the first 3 hours of Pyre? Or an hour?
How many times you did in the beginning of Nier Automata because you died?
No. I think I did that. I think it's like 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, no, 3 times. Because I did it once and I died. And it took me all the way back to the beginning of the tutorial, and I'm like, this might be the worst choice of in-game design I've ever seen in my entire life. There's no reason for this. And I was on normal. And then I went on and then I tried it again on normal, and I died, and then I didn't touch it for like 3 years or whatever the hell. And then I did it on easy, and I still almost died. But I beat it. And then I'm like, I still just don't care. I left it. I think if on easy, if I just sailed through it and it wasn't close, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But like the fact that I still almost died, I'm like, this just ain't me. Not right now, anyway. I'm not.
Yeah.
No, but you can't imagine the feeling in my heart that first time when it sent me back to the beginning of the tutorial, like just my heart just sinking, plummeting. But oh well.
Yeah, it couldn't be me.
Did you have to redo it a couple of times?
No.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Mr. Gamer.
I'm an adult man who plays video games.
Imagine. I wasn't an adult then. I was under 30.
How old is that game now?
I don't know. When the hell did it come out? Like 2015 or 16 or 13 or 14 or some shit? It's ancient.
2017.
Ancient. That's ancient, dude.
It's only 8 years old.
Look, I was too busy being high on Horizon Zero Dawn. So.
Those did come out the same year. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Horizon Zero Dawn, Hellblade, whatever, and Breath of the Wild. Because remember, we did our 3-year delayed game of the year.
Yeah. Because that was like Persona 5 was that year too.
I think.
Where's that? No, that was.
I don't remember. I don't remember 5 originally because I only got the Royal Edition or whatever.
No, that was 2015. It was 2016? No, okay. Yeah. It came out in North America in 2017 also.
Gotcha.
Yeah. These internet dates are lying to me about when that game came out. When it was available for me to play.
Can I see? I'll bet on Steam. Can I see when I last played?
I think Hollow Knight was also that year.
Yeah, that sounds right. Last played. Wait, when did we do the 2017 thing? Was that 2020? I think it was 2020. Make him look it up.
$2020.
Okay. So I thought maybe I had started it again in an attempt to play it for that discussion, but I didn't. It was after that. Because I last played 2021.
That's hilarious.
I have one achievement. Stare into space from the bunker. I stared into space and I was like, nah.
That's a good game.
Yeah, so I hear.
But you kind of have to shoot 'em ups and platinum action gaming.
I mean, I still somewhere in me, I still have the urge to play it because there's no 2B story mode in Soul Calibur 6. So what the hell am I supposed to do?
It was my game of the year that year.
That makes sense.
It goes near. My list was Nier Automata, then Pyre, then Hollow Knight, then Horizon Zero Dawn, then Persona 5.
That is such a funny list compared to me. It's like not even my list, but compared to my life.
Your life.
Yeah, dude. Because Pyre kept. What was it? What were your top 3 again?
Nier, Pyre, and Hollow Knight.
Right. Yeah. So Nier, I got my ass kicked, and I had to go back to the tutorial, and I'm like, "There's no way. This is stupid. I'm out. This game doesn't respect me. I don't respect this game. Peace." And then Hollow Knight, I actually did get a decent chunk into that game, and I kept getting my ass kicked. And I recognize that's like part of the game, but the combination of me getting my ass kicked and then having to spend like 10 minutes going back through the entire freaking thing to get my ass kicked, I was like, not even, that wasn't even like, I'm done, this game sucks. That was like, I just got beaten down and I couldn't be asked. Like I gave it fewer and fewer attempts back to back, and then I just kind of one day stopped.
Didn't it happen with Elden Ring too?
Yeah, Elden Ring was a different. I mean, Elden Ring. My problem is probably more so like I had a build that I wanted to do, and it turns out that it's not a game where you can do any build. Like some builds are just really not that viable, and I had set my fancy on one of those, so I would play again. I actually did start it up on Steam Deck once, and I think it plays okay, but I wanted to play it on my CRT, or at least a smaller monitor. And it turns out that game just doesn't have a full screen option. It forces widescreen, which is ridiculous. So I kind of put the kibosh on that. But I do want to go back to Elden Ring, because like I can do a different build. You know, I can respec into like strength or something and do an actual like thing that works. Hollow Knight, I even looked up. I remember I looked and like, I forget what they're even called, but you can do the things that like give you more invincibility or like extend your reach by a little bit or something. And I played around with a couple of those, and I just kept getting my ass kicked, which is a me problem. But like, and I love that game. I love the vibe of that game and the music and the design. Like, it's all super cool. Like, I need a baby mode or something. I want to see the rest of it, but like I can't get past this boss, so whatever.
Just not enough of a gamer.
It's true. I'm ass at like I get tilted by Metroidvanias, because like I can't keep all that shit in my head, man. It was a miracle I could traverse the level back to the boss.
So the thing is, I mostly agree with you, but I fucking love that game. Like that's the one for me. So
I want to love that. I mean, maybe I'd go back. It's been a long time. I never went back and like tried after, because I put like, it wasn't like Nier where I did it twice and dropped. Like,
yeah,
I banged my head against it for a while and then it faded. But I've just never gone back since then.
Yeah.
And then Pyre is funny because God himself does not want me to experience that game in its entirety. I'll bet, you know what? I should reinstall that shit and start playing it. Get a phone call from Anya in about 20 minutes in and be like, well, there it is.
It's funny looking at this doc. I have like those 4, because those 4 were like kind of above the other ones in my top 10.
Yeah.
I have them like ranked on gameplay, story, and design as I was trying to figure out what order to put them in. Hollow Knight, number 1 in gameplay.
Nice. Yeah, I could see it. I might. I'd probably do like second. I think my first would be Pyre. I really like that game.
Oh no!
Like,
I ranked Hollow Knight. I only ranked Hollow Knight, Horizon Zero Dawn, Pyre, and Persona 5. I guess Nier was just auto my number 1.
Sure,
those 4 I couldn't decide between. Pyre 1, story and design. both categories. It was like number 3 in gameplay.
Yeah, I forget what I actually gave my game of the year to. If I did end up doing it, giving it to Horizon. I feel like if I did, I probably did, because that story had a huge impact on me. The fact that you're playing afterwards in the sense of futility was very important. But for gameplay, like hindsight, I'm like, gameplay is good, but that's an open world game, all right.
It is an open
You
world
sure
game.
are
True.
knocking markers off the map.
Hell yeah.
But it was fun. I had a very good. I actually didn't get very fatigued with it. Like I didn't wear myself out doing stuff. But like,
I love that
back,
game. It wasn't. It just. I didn't feel the fatigue until I booted the DLC, and then was like, oh, I guess I just didn't want more of this. Because I'm not engaged at all, and then I just haven't played the sequel at all either. I feel like I should, but
I really liked the DLC once I started it up, because I did at one point want to 100% that game.
Yeah, the DLC had the problem of like I finished the game and now it's setting DLC set before the end of the game.
Ridiculous, yes.
Which I hate.
Yeah, that annoys the shit out of me. I have zero desire to do. I'm not gonna play Forbidden West. It's just not gonna happen. Because I looked at it. This was like a whole thing of me. I mean, it was kind of in line with like, I don't know, Star Wars or something. I don't know. This whole idea of like, I don't always like need more. Like, and I was thinking about the story and everything else, and I was like wondering what they would do and where they could take it and everything else. And I was thinking, and I'm like, I don't know that there's anything they could do that would like be better than just me having this resolution and then the bit of a cliffhanger post credits or whatever it was, and just thinking about it and like the unanswered questions of the first game. Like, I'm fine thinking about it, so I haven't touched this the second one. I think at one point I looked up some of the story beats and I'm like, yep, I was justified. Just didn't vibe. What I was reading did not vibe with me.
Sure, but I don't care, like really care about the story. I think there's nothing they can do that's better than the reveal of what Zero Dawn is. Zero Dawn being like a thing that was so good. But I like Aloy as a character.
Oh yeah,
I like that gameplay.
Great.
I enjoyed the gameplay.
The gameplay. Yeah, if I should, I guess maybe I should rephrase my statement a bit. I think the moment to moment gameplay is really good, right?
Yeah,
it feels good when you're doing stuff, but like the open world element, I more meant.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's just like I'm only gonna play one of those games every once in a while. Like,
sure. Well,
like
you're not
last year I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like,
you're not gonna do Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, freaking whatever Assassin's Creed is on deck, and then like the Breath of the Wild knockoff, and then something else that's open world. You're not gonna like.
Well, no, because Breath of the Wild is dog. I've tried to play Breath of the Wild. That game's dog shit.
Dog shit's so strong.
I really didn't like the combat.
Yeah, no,
the
that's
combat
fair.
Specifically was why I stopped playing.
As time goes on, I mean, I don't think about that game at all. The music was good. Good music.
Sure.
Good color palette. But man, what if we had actual dungeons that had character?
Yeah, I didn't feel the game didn't engage me the way I interact with a video game.
Yeah.
Like you can shit talk, open worlds, checklist, game design, but for an occasional thing to do, like, it's engaging. Like, if I like the thing enough, that's fine. I like those Spider-Man games too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna play every fucking Assassin's Creed game that comes out or whatever. But like,
yeah,
I don't think it's the worst way to build the biggest games. Like, it literally has to be really good for me to care, but I don't have a problem with it.
No, I don't have like an intrinsic problem with it. I think at the time it just felt more novel to me, and then in hindsight I'm like, it wasn't like that element of it wasn't like that novel, as it turns out.
Sure. I mean, when that game came out, I felt like one of the few people who was like, I like this game, and I didn't care about Breath of the Wild.
I didn't even. Did I even know about it, or was it after the fact? Because Paul told me about it, and it made me throw up.
Yeah, but I think it was still pretty new when he told you about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have had to have been, because I was still in America.
Yeah,
when he told me about it. It's good shit though.
And Pyre is like one of the lesser. It's just so overshadowed by Hades at this point.
Which is, I'm so.
Although I will say, going back to Pyre, it does stand out compared to Hades because Pyre did not have voice acting or full voice acting.
That was the thing I'd been.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. That's a thing I don't know how long ago this was now. A long time ago. I had mentioned that, like, I think the only element I'm missing from these games is good voice acting. And then Hades did that. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. But Hades was also a roguelike, which is game design thing I do have a problem with. It does not gel with the way I like to play games.
It's very funny because I love roguelikes. I liked them more at the time. I've cooled on them a little bit, but I'd suck at that game so bad, dude. Like, the play style does not. I shouldn't even say I suck. I don't think I'm like the worst at it, but like it just doesn't gel with me. Like, I'm okay, but I don't find it very enjoyable.
Sure.
But the character design is so good.
If people say like games are hard, a lot of it is just like, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Just enough fun to stick with it and get better.
I'm kind of disappointed that they did a Hades 2. Honestly. I don't know if that's ever come up on this podcast before, but I don't like. I kind of would have preferred they keep pushing forward with new stuff instead of just like, ooh, our thing did stupid well and we're gonna double down on it. I get it.
The problem is there isn't a different form of making a game like that's that replayable. That's not a roguelike, I feel like.
They didn't make replayable games in that same vein before.
Yeah, but it's hard to go back once you've making a game with that much content to a smaller game for your studio. I feel like. I feel like it's harder to sell the audience that was like into Hades for what it is, a linear game. That might, if they're like, I don't like it. I get it. Is what I'll say. Like, for fucking business reasons, I get it.
Yeah, no, of course. Like, you follow that money, and they deserve it because they do great work. But I mean, as long as they're making the game they want to make, and it's not them sitting around and going like, "What's gonna do the best?" I'll follow up. Then I don't care.
And like, I fucking love.
They made another
Pyre and Transistor did not light the world on fire. As much as I fucking love Pyre, like those games just didn't hit it in the same way.
I'm debating if I need to restart Pyre again, or if I can maybe just resume. Because like at this point, I have played it. Like, I played that early game a lot. Transistor.
You could just do a run where you lose every match.
just speed through. No, dude, I won. I didn't drop any matches. I don't think I've lost a single one across all my restarts.
Hell yeah.
I'm a gamer.
It's just a thing I like about that game. Is that story actually will just keep going on. You can lose every match. It's fine. It'll just keep. You'll just get a different ending.
Man, I was like, I should replay Bastion again at some point. It's been a long time. I loved that game. That game blew me away when I was like.
I also love that game.
Old I was.
I don't know that I need to go back to it, but I did fucking love it.
Yeah. Just to mess around.
I just like re-listening to the soundtrack.
Oh, dude, I listen to that soundtrack so often. It's so good.
Darren Korb is fucking goated.
Oh, he crushes it. And the Transistor soundtrack is incredible.
Yeah, Transistor is the one I feel like I should play at some point. I haven't played.
Oh, you haven't played it at all?
No.
Damn.
I heard too many people shit talked the combat system. It didn't sound fun.
Damn, sounds like they were bad at the combat. I had a good time with it. It has an unfortunate thing of
it makes you play it the way it wants you to. The kind of thing is my understanding.
Yeah, I could see that. My thing that I didn't know until it's the combat is better the second time around because like in the new game plus you can like let's say there's like 12 abilities and you can mix and match those. On the second time around it's something like you get a second copy of abilities and now you can like mix and match with like multiple copies of a thing or whatever. Like you can you can assemble more things, which I was like, I kind of wish I could do this on the first playthrough because the second time I don't care as much about the story and stuff.
Sure.
Though I found it, fun. But yeah. I intended to 100% that game at some point because I did that for Bastion. Got sweaty about it.
Yeah. And I intended to play that game, but never did.
Hell yeah.
I really like some of the songs, though.
Yeah, dude, there's some really good ones in Transistor. Also, the fact that the fact that there was a button for humming is so good. Any point in the game, you just hold down a button, and that's where you get the hummed version of the songs. Because your character will just Red will just hum along with whatever track is playing in the background. Mm-hmm. It's so good, dude. That's powerful.
Yeah. Pyre's just a story and like setup for a game that's speaks better to me.
Sure. Yeah,
because it does the Persona 4 Mass Effect thing of like get your party and they all have their own story thing. Which is really my ideal form of video game storytelling.
Transistor does the thing of holy shit, there's a sword.
Yeah. Oh. That one doesn't actually do it for me.
That's crazy.
Not enough.
It doesn't super do it. There is a sword, but like,
yeah.
I think I was more hyped about that when I saw like concept art and like the trailer and whatever, and then like in the game, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Yeah. It wasn't as cool as it could have been to me.
You're not forging it yourself.
You're not forging it yourself. You're not going on a quest to get the legendary ore from a levitating 2-dimensional pool where you face your inner adversary.
That part was great. Dude,
the
fucking line.
I was all they're like, what's this line? The visual manga gag of like, what's this line? Well, I think it's a line. It's just literally a line on the paper.
That was so good. That was good comics right there.
Hell yeah. Look at that. We brought it back.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a good manga. Quick read.
Yeah. Time to quality ratio is insane.
Yeah.
And it's just solid.
It's just solid. You know, it's no Card Captor Sakura, but it's pretty good.
Well, we'll see. I haven't met her yet.
I feel like that one has the part of the benefit of that one was the length.
Sure.
It's just like, and then getting the, you know, emotional payoff of the slow burn. There's something that when that hits,
I mean, I'm excited to get to it.
The time investment kind of you know, sometimes that pays off.
Hell yeah. We love a slow burn. A good slow burn.
It has to be good.
Because when it's bad, it feels awful.
There's no... Yeah. No. That shit can go wrong.
Yeah.
Just like, you're just waiting and waiting, and then your shit's overcooked. Fucking your apartment's filled with smoke. And you're just fucking cursing.
Yeah. Fell asleep with the nuggets in the oven. It happens.
That wouldn't happen to me.
I don't think that would happen to me either, but it did happen to my 5th grade teacher, who is like a very fresh teacher. He's like,
what has happened to me is you put the pot on the water, and then you smell it. There's no more water left in that pan.
I did that with. I was gonna make compote, which is like you put the fruit in the water and you boil it, and then it's like it's not super strong, but it's, you know, like juice or whatever.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that shit. Boiled it all the way down. I was like freaking out, and Ani was like, "Well, I guess you're making like jam or something, syrupy."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hells to the yeah. And yeah. We'll do the anime sometime, probably. In the future.
Yeah, over the course of like a year or something.
Yeah.
One a week.
I don't know. When I look, I just have to get through the first 20 episodes. That's the first half. When I like put it feels so much more doable than like 50 episodes when it's like, well, it's just 20. And then there are more. But there's something about when you can compartmentalize. Thank you. That's shit. That it works so much better for me to get that shit done.
Yeah.
Than when I look at so many volumes of Ranma or whatever.
No, it's not. Just don't think about it. Just binge it. Just read Naruto in 3 days.
The trick for Masonic Koku where I like just didn't have all of it downloaded, so it looked like I was closer to being done than I was.
Yeah, just gaslight yourself.
No. Or is that Urusei Yatsura that happened with? I think it was Urusei Yatsura.
I honestly can't remember. That makes, you know, that's the better one to the end have that happen with. I guess for Urusei Yatsura I never had that because I think about how I felt with the anime. Like it's a little crossed with me reading the manga at this point.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, saltcirclepodcast@gmail.com, saltcirclepod on Twitter, saltcirclepod.bsky.social, at saltcircle on YouTube. I'm at comicpanels.bluesky.social. I uninstalled Twitter from my phone.
Yo, let's go.
Because they kept sending me notifications about horse shit. And that I cannot abide.
Yeah, you're like ABC sales or whatever for tickets or something.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna get like fucking just spam me with notifications because I'm not looking at your fucking app enough, because that's the other part of it. I'm just not looking at Twitter on my phone either.
Yeah.
Then it's getting deleted. That's the notification. That's like when you send, people post to something and then they get a wave of unsubscribers because it's like people, I've subscribed to this. Get out of here. Like you were just annoying enough to be worth deleting.
Yeah.
I'm still posting links on the desktop app, but it's not on my phone anymore.
Nice. I'm on YouTube, by the way, at Drathius.
Hell yeah.
I posted a little recently, not like hella recently. Nothing you haven't seen, except that doomed mahjong video. My laptop can apparently not do mahjong, and like it cannot record it and play the game at the same time. At least not full screen. My audio was like crisp, great, no issues. The video was like a slideshow.
Oof.
It was like the weirdest thing, and I had no issues playing it. I was playing it just fine, no hiccups, nothing. But then the video just was like, nah, no.
Yeah, if you like gave OBS priority, then your game would probably lag.
Probably, yes. All those tiles, man, is too much.
That's ridiculous. Mahjong shouldn't be that heavy.
Well, have you seen some of those characters?
You mean those JPEGs?
Thighs and assets like that? No, they're not just JPEGs. They're
Pings?
my JPEGs.
PNGs?
They could even be a bitmap. You don't know.
.tiff?
Yeah, it turns out they're just using the uncompressed, like, 30,000 by 30,000 image for no reason. All FLAC audio. Rendering in 8K and then just downsizing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing? I think that was a thing with... I think audio was a thing with Rayearth also.
Oh, just different.
Yeah,
stuff.
the one I went with is FLAC. There was some one of like the other rig was there's like the bit rate on the audio was just weirdly low, so it just sounded worse.
Weird. That's pretty funny. Wouldn't expect that to be an issue. Oh, what can you do?
This is what happens when you're not Dragon Ball and people haven't unearthed the broadcast audio that's like Gucci that's way better than any of the audio on official releases.
Ridiculous, dude. The Dragon Ball releases that exist are crazy.
Well, it's just funny how shit the official ones are. I mean, that's honestly insane when you really think about it. Like, how is it not worth having better releases of Dragon Ball? Yeah. Why is the only official release that's been color corrected the French Blu-ray? I think they only put out one of. Yeah. They've only kind of covered the start of the series.
Insane.
Anyway, peace.
Peace.